two parabolas, y squared minus 4y equals 2x minus 12, and y squared minus y equals 5x minus 6, intersect each other. Okay, when a third parabola with a focus of a comma b passes through a point 4 comma negative 2, and the intersection points of the two parabolas, we're going to find the value of a plus b. So basically, we're going to find the focus of the third parabola and then just add up the a plus b. All right, to start with, and that's kind of the hardest part, we're going to use a formula for the equation of the parabola passing through the intersection points of two parabolas. So basically, what we can do is it doesn't matter which one is parabola 1 and parabola 2. We're just going to set it up with this k and solve for k because it passes through 4 comma negative 2. So let's start with this one. And if we start with this one, we have y squared, I'm going to write it a little bigger, minus 4y, and I'm going to subtract minus 2x minus 12. And then for this one, I'm going to do the same thing. This is going to be y squared minus y, and then subtract the 5x, add 6. Now, both of these get set to 0. And we're going to set this to 0 by adding them up. And it doesn't matter which one you put the k in front of. So let's just start with this one and write y squared minus 4y minus 2x. Let's see, it should be plus 12. All right. And then we're going to have plus, and then you put the k times this one. That's going to be y squared minus y minus 5x plus 6, and set the whole thing equal to 0. And this is going to be called equation 1, and k is a real number. So any real number. All right. Since our equation passes through, this equation 1 passes through the point 4 comma negative 2, we're going to substitute that in and solve for k. So when we substitute in 4 for x and negative 2 for k, we're going to get 4 plus 8 minus 8 plus 12 plus k times 4 plus 2 minus 20 plus 6 equals 0. All right, so all this is going to give you is 16 minus 8k equals 0. So we have 16 equals 8k, therefore our k equals 2. Now let's substitute 2 back into our equation 1 for k. And that's going to give you y squared minus 4y minus 2x plus 12 plus 2 times y squared minus y minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. All right, and then simplifying this, we're going to get, I'm going to do two steps at once. So we're going to get 3y squared minus 6y, it's minus 2 minus 4 minus 6y, plus 12x plus 24 equals 0. And it looks like what I can do, these are all multiples of 3. So if I divide all of this by 3, I'm going to get y squared minus 2y minus 4x plus 8 equals 0. All right, so let's simplify that. We have y squared minus 2y minus 4x plus 8 equals 0. So let's write it as a parabola. So we have y squared minus 2y leave some space here, equals 4x minus 8. Now, to complete the square, we're going to add 1 here. There we have 4, we have to add 1 here. So this left-hand side is going to be y minus 1 squared. And I had to bring out this 4 because we want this form y squared equals 4px. Right? We want that 4 there. So if you pull out a 4, and this is negative 7, this is going to be x minus 7/4, because that will give you what we need. All right, so now that it's in this form, this is a translation of this equation, and we have the 7/4 units translated along the x-axis, and we have 1 unit here, a translated unit along the y-axis. All right, so if you just look at our standard equation here, y squared equals 4, and we just want 4, so our p is 1, because this is what we have, a 4 here. So therefore my p equals 1. So if we just look at this equation, our focus is at 1, 0, and our directrix is at x equals negative 1. So to do this translation part here, this part here, you take your focus, and this is for this equation here. So it's going to be, the focus is going to be 1, and then you add the 7/4, because that's with the x-axis. And then you write your 0, and then you add 1 to that. So that gives you 11 divided by 4, 1. And then your directrix would just be x equals, you write your negative 1, but you have to add your x part, plus 7/4, and that's going to equal 3/4. All right. Let's see, is it 3/4, negative 1? Yeah, 3/4. Okay. Now we have our focus here. So this is your focus. So your A, if you have your focus AB, that means your A is 11 divided by 4, and your B equals 1. So therefore your A plus B equals 11 divided by 4 plus 1. So that's going to be equal to 11/4 plus 4/4. And so our A plus B is going to be 15 divided by 4. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.